gotta raise the statues. Oh.
What?
These are numbered. 3.
Yeah, they've been numbered.
3, 2.
But this last one.
Oh, it's just a countdown. 1, 2, 3. Fuck, my balls are itchy. Oh. Damn it, I died. Fuck. This music is tough.
I'm so fucking goated, Wolfie.
I died. I walked into a hole.
I'm about to die. I am severely low on sanity.
Here, have this. Oh, never mind. I was gonna drop the camcorder.
You piece of shit.
Hey, Lee, look, we're in water. You can die in the water. You can drown. Hey, wait. Yo, nigga! Yo, what is this retard? Marco! Yo, dingus! Retard, wait.